Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody on this Vedis-26? Four more. I was watching Joe's video this morning. He left running before he went to work. That he doesn't have anything to talk about. Joe, you ought to try it for 2 months straight. Video every day. And have something to talk about. That's hard. You talk about how it's hard just for a month. Try it for 2 months. You're more active than I am. You'd have more to talk about than me. Maybe it's because I'm older, hey? By the way, I nominate this by the show of hands. This is Pick on Joe Watson Day. So, okay, passed. Only one vote. So it passed. So today is officially Pick on Joe Watson Day. I didn't know whether that camera was going to go in your nose or what, Joe. Nice nose shot. What are we going to talk about today? Well, there's a couple of things I'm going to talk about today. Got informed last night on the news that on Channel 7 that a neo-Nazi group is coming to Boise area, I should say. They didn't say exactly where it's going to be, for a full day of hard rock, and it's to get more members for the neo-Nazi white supremacy group. It's called hammerfest-2012. There's going to be tons of police there. They're washing their parking lot again. Come on, fellas. I can go give you something to do, you know. There's plenty of street work. But that's going to be October 6th. Gosh, I hope they don't come around where I live, in my town. I don't think Emmett could handle that. Especially all the Heil Hitler crap. But they have the freedom of doing that. This is a free country. They have the right to assemble as long as it's a peaceful. That's the First Amendment, you know, in this country. They have the right to do that. So the police are going to allow them to assemble and allow them to do their concert. I don't know if they charge to go to their concert or not. I don't know. I'm not going to interview them from our radio station. I'm not running any commercials of theirs. I will not run any commercial of theirs. Yeah, that's going to be a big thing around here. There was a big uproar also around here of a police officer stepped in someone's house, just walked in, and a pit bull came after him, so he says. He pulled out his revolver and shot the dog and killed it. The dog was trained to protect the family, and any dog, even my dog, Katie, would, if somebody walked in that she did not know, she's going to bark and show her teeth. That's a dog. Number one, the policeman didn't have any right to step in the house without a warrant. even though he was called there for a welfare check. There were other people there at the time, her husband, some children. He had no business walking through that door, stepping into the house. He didn't knock, he didn't do anything, he just walked in. You can't do that. That's a violation of their rights. You must have a search warrant to step in that house. He didn't have one. Plus, he killed our dog. In my opinion, I think a lot of police officers are getting trigger happy, gun happy, and they're chicken. I remember in Nampa, this happened in Nampa, where I used to live. In Nampa, I was married at the time, and someone broke into my wife's car. They stole all the fishing gear out of the car, and they tried to take the car stereo. Well, they left a little small toolkit, you know, that you zip up, you know, little, and it was cloth. It was black. I still have it today. And we called the police department. Nampa Police Department came to the apartment. We invited the officer in and we told him what was missing. And I said, this toolkit was left in the car and it was zipped up, and I started to hand it to him. And he backed up about one big step and put his hand on his handgun. It made me mad. I ordered him to get his hand off his gun. I said, I'm no threat to you. You know, if you're that scared of being a policeman, what are you doing wearing a badge? You know, I wore a badge for many years. And I wasn't scared to walk up to somebody. That's just plain stupid. Well, they're a bunch of chicken craps. The same thing with Boise. They had a man handcuffed. And he was a little rowdy. He was kicking his feet. You know, he was drunk, I guess. Instead of calming him down like they should have, they tased him in the rear end. And one of those probes hit his testicles. They're just Nazis themselves, in my opinion, on some of them. And yes, they got away with it. And I would just about bet this police officer in Nampa that killed this dog is going to get away with it. What do you bet? This America is turning out to be a Nazi. Policemen have every right to do whatever they want. Well, I got news for a policeman. They don't. They work for the people. And as soon as people understand that and stand up, the better off we're going to be. That's my opinion. Smoke is returning to Idaho. We've got smoke in the air. You can smell it. You could smell it last night. It was coming in. We had a big deck of smoke that came right over us last night. This is coming from Shawnee State. Shawnee, it's all your fault. It's coming from Washington. I need to get them fires out over there in Washington. And it's pretty bad. The air quality here today is raised up to yellow. Hopefully it won't get back into the unhealthy like it was, you know, the red. So yeah, it's coming back, unfortunately. Went out last night trying to look at stars and you couldn't hardly see them because of all the smoke. Well, I'm going to call this a good video because idiot over there and his washing concrete. He's washed it every day this week. I guess he just wants something to do and waste money. I don't know. But that's the state of Idaho for you. Anyway, gang, oh, by the way, another bit of news. 5-year-old child was left on a school bus in their parking lot. Thank God it wasn't around here. Child was scared half to death. School bus driver did not check her bus. They left the child on there. She parked the bus, hopped off. She didn't walk back to the back and check every seat as she was supposed to do. So in turn, that child was left alone on the school bus. That's not right either. Okay, gang, talk to you later. Have you a wonderful day. Till tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.